Summary of The Great Money Reset. Change Your Work, Change Your Wealth, Change Your Life, by Jill Schlesinger, written and narrated by Janky Mind. Introduction. The Great Money Reset is an accessible and pragmatic guidebook, designed to empower individuals from all walks of life to embark on a financial journey that paves the way for them to actualize their deepest aspirations. Within its pages, you'll uncover straightforward tactics that elucidate the path to harmonizing your financial reality with your core values, aspirations, and dreams, thus bringing a profoundly fulfilling life within your grasp. What anchors you to your current occupation? Is there a genuine passion fueling your work? Do you sense a palpable impact on the world through your efforts? Are you living out the dreams you once envisioned? Or, to be candid, does the dependable paycheck serve as the primary reason for your continued commitment? Is it the weight of bills and the obligations of a mortgage that bind you? Does the thought of relinquishing that financial safety net send shivers down your spine? You're not alone in this contemplation. In the wake of the global upheaval caused by COVID-19, individuals much like yourself are increasingly re-evaluating their career trajectories and lifestyles. They're awakening to the realization that demanding professions often leave minimal room for nurturing relationships, pursuing hobbies, and embarking on journeys of self-discovery. Consequently, many are embracing substantial, daring transformations, such as relocating across the country or forsaking their current careers in favor of new paths that resonate more closely with their inner values. They're prioritizing what holds genuine significance, namely, family, community, and freedom from the shackles of debt. With careful and strategic planning, you too can embark on audacious undertakings and construct the life of your dreams, without compromising your financial security. Are you prepared to take that leap of faith? Chapter 1: The Foundation for Lasting Financial Transformation. Are you prepared to embark on a profound financial transformation and align your fiscal life with your core values, aspirations, and dreams? That's remarkable. Life becomes truly captivating when we embrace significant, daring changes. Whether your aspirations involve leaving behind a career in law school to pursue the art of tap dance or trading in your family home for a cozy dwelling nestled in the heart of a forest, you stand on the threshold of something liberating, genuine, and exhilarating. However, before you allow yourself to be swept away by the allure of these life-altering decisions, remember that your aim isn't just to enact a sensational lifestyle shift, it's to establish a sustainable one. Achieving this necessitates meticulous planning and groundwork if you intend to make this great money reset a resounding success. Before diving headfirst into a major life transition, allocate time to meticulously scrutinize 5 pivotal aspects of your finances, which we affectionately refer to as the Fabulous 5. 1. Assess all income and assets. Start by comprehensively calculating your income streams and the assets at your disposal. Consider the liquidity of these resources, as having cash reserves can serve as a safety net during unforeseen challenges or facilitate a smooth transition when departing from a job that offers substantial benefits. 2. Evaluate debts and liabilities. Take stock of all your debts and financial obligations. Striking a balance between debt reduction and maintaining liquidity is crucial. For instance, it might not be prudent to pay off your mortgage at the expense of depleting your cash reserves. 3. Examine housing expenses. Review your housing expenses and contemplate whether downsizing could unlock additional funds. If you are fortunate enough to possess a second home or have the flexibility to transition to a more modest housing arrangement, streamlining your housing situation can yield substantial financial freedom. 4. Construct a realistic budget. Develop a grounded estimate of your monthly expenditure. Don't underestimate future needs, and scrutinize your current spending habits. Can you reasonably make adjustments in this area? 5. Factor in obligations to others. consider any financial obligations to individuals such as college tuition or caregiving for aging parents. Anticipate how your loved ones may require your support in the coming years and determine the level of commitment you'd like to allocate to this responsibility. Envision realistic best case, middle ground, and worst case scenarios post-transition. Identify contingency plans, such as pursuing a new career if early retirement doesn't unfold as planned or relocating to a more budget-friendly locale if your dream destination proves financially daunting. Contemplate incremental steps rather than radical leaps, such as engaging in a trial period in a new job or location before making a full commitment. Devoting ample time to comprehensively assess your financial landscape will instill confidence in your ability to execute a successful transformation, or perhaps, it might reveal the need for adjustments to your plans. You may discover that an extreme reset isn't warranted. Smaller adjustments could be the key. The critical element is to act with intentionality while managing your risks prudently. If you've crunched the numbers and everything aligns, then congratulations. You now possess the official green light to take that leap of faith. Chapter 2: Empower your financial future through prudent consumption. Picture this: you've diligently assessed your financial situation, crunched the numbers, and realized that, at the moment, your financial landscape might not be conducive to packing up everything and chasing your dreams. Regardless of how intensely you scrutinize your bank statements, those extra zeros on your balance aren't magically multiplying, and you might not even have a second, or perhaps even a first, home to sell to finance the dream life you yearn for. It can be disheartening, to say the least. But don't lose hope just yet. There's one definitive action you can take that will undoubtedly boost your financial empowerment, regardless of your current salary or the state of your retirement fund. 2 words: spend less. It's truly that straightforward. To effectively pave the way for major life changes, take charge of your spending habits and embrace a more minimalist approach. Scrutinize your current lifestyle and identify areas where unnecessary expenses can be trimmed. If, like many others, the pandemic prompted you to reevaluate and reduce your consumption, you're already ahead of the game. Now, the key is to maintain your newfound, more measured way of living. Are you ready to experiment with a more frugal style of living and spending? Exercise caution in not being too stringent too quickly. Instead, embark on short-term experiments, such as living on a reduced income for a period, to assess your capacity to cut back. You might discover that you require less than you initially thought to attain happiness. Conversely, you might find that a bit more financial flexibility is necessary. In this case, explore income-generating opportunities like part-time or freelance work to provide that extra room to breathe. To optimize your future prospects, maintain consistent control over your spending habits over time. Last-minute budget cuts often fall short of funding substantial life changes. Exercising restraint in your spending enables you to redirect more resources toward crucial goals like retirement planning, education, or career transitions. With discipline and prudent financial management, many individuals can fulfill their dreams without depleting their savings. Chapter 3: Elevate your career without resigning, the art of negotiating for a better role. So, what's your vision for the great money reset? Do you ever fantasize about confronting your soul-draining 9-to-5 boss, giving them a piece of your mind, and then ceremoniously discarding your phone in the nearest river before disappearing into the mountains to embrace off-grid living? Alternatively, perhaps you're in a job you don't despise. It's not perfect, but it provides a sense of fulfillment within your chosen field. You relish the challenges it presents and the excitement it stirs within you. But, despite the contentment, something seems amiss. Maybe you desire more financial resources to fuel your cherished hobbies. Alternatively, you yearn for greater responsibilities and recognition, a chance to ascend to a leadership position within your industry. If this sounds like you, if you believe that with some adjustments to your work circumstances, you can harmonize your financial reality with your dream life, then it's time to engage in a little boss bullying. Yes, you read that right, bully, spelled B-U-L-L-Y. Let's break it down. B. Big ask. Initiate your negotiation journey by defining your big ask. Whether it's a higher salary, more flexible hours, or the opportunity to work remotely from a serene Nicaraguan beach, identify your chief request. You, understanding, comprehend the framework surrounding your ask. Present a comprehensive view of how your big ask would impact your boss and the team, both negatively and positively. Similarly, outline the consequences of your departure should your request be denied. What valuable revenue, skills, or connections might you take with you? L. Lose your ego, shed any ego-driven reluctance. Even if you don't hold your boss in the highest regard, a touch of diplomacy can pave the way for a constructive discussion about your big ask. Integrate some positive elements into your pitch. L. Leave time to practice. Prior to the pivotal conversation, rehearse your presentation several times to instill confidence in your delivery. Y. Yuck it up. Maintain professionalism and decorum throughout the negotiation process. Avoid resorting to threats, aggression, or the burning of bridges. Even if your big ask is not granted initially, remember that no doesn't have to signify no forever, unless, of course, you severely mishandle the situation. A big ask doesn't have to be a one-off event. In a dynamic job market, persistently advocate for yourself by making both substantial requests and ongoing, incremental ones. Negotiating for a better deal can empower you to introduce positive changes without the necessity of resigning. This approach can serve as a catalyst for significant, great money resets in your life, creating opportunities for career transitions or an enhanced work-life equilibrium. Chapter 4: Unleashing Financial Freedom Through Real Estate. Homeownership entails far more than the classic image of 2.5 children and a white picket fence. In reality, owning your own home bestows upon you an abundance of financial flexibility. The act of selling or downsizing can inject a substantial cash boost that propels you toward significant, great money resets. However, the key lies in managing your real estate assets with careful consideration and allowing logic, rather than emotion, to guide your decisions regarding when, if, and why to sell. Let's start with the basics. On paper, selling your home might make perfect sense, but emotionally detaching from the place where your children grew up, where your dog frolicked in the yard, and where friends gathered for impromptu dinner parties can be emotionally challenging. It's essential to acknowledge and process these emotions while ensuring they don't hinder the pursuit of a wise sale. Remember that parting with a cherished property may initially be painful but could ultimately lead to greater happiness. You don't necessarily need to have all your affairs in perfect order before selling. In fact, waiting for ideal conditions can sometimes hinder you from securing the best deal. In a hot market, seizing the opportunity to sell without a clear plan in place can be a wise move. You can channel the proceeds to pay off debts, bolster your savings, and explore new avenues. Maintaining flexibility preserves your future options. For some homeowners, selling their property serves as the catalyst for realizing their dream future. Others may find themselves compelled to sell to address pressing financial challenges. Selling your home can serve as the great money reset that liberates you from mounting debt by unlocking the equity tied up in your property. While selling your home to settle debts should be a last resort, leveraging your equity provides an escape route that can lead to a more authentically aligned financial life. Despite the emotional difficulty involved, a real estate sale often paves the way for significant positive changes. However, it's crucial to approach this decision thoughtfully, driven by your own dreams and values, rather than being swayed by fear or external advice. Chapter 5: Crafting Your Dream Career. Imagine this scenario: you hold the prestigious title of CFO at a major tech company, but your true passion lies in crafting quirky Christmas ornaments. Or you're a corporate lawyer with a vision to create an app connecting local dog owners with dog sitters. The picture is clear: many of us find ourselves in conventional roles while secretly harboring dreams of turning our hobbies or innovative ideas into side ventures, and ultimately, transforming those side gigs into our primary source of income. The exciting truth is that this transformation is entirely achievable. The key is to architect your dream job with financial sustainability at the forefront of your strategy. Challenging times, such as the pandemic, often ignite the spirit of entrepreneurship, providing the motivation to initiate a business or side hustle that aligns with your passions. However, when embarking on this journey, it's wise to proceed cautiously. Start with a side hustle while maintaining your current job. This approach allows you to test your ideas without shouldering excessive risk. Think of this phase as the Great Gradual Reset. Gradually growing your business enables you to experiment, troubleshoot, and expand without the looming threat of bankruptcy. Perhaps you're not cut out for a traditional 9-to-5 role. Maybe you've already nurtured a side hustle into a thriving venture, possibly more than once. If you're sensing stagnation and yearning for a new leap, your Great Reset may not entail quitting your job, but rather selling your business. While the temptation to wait for the highest possible price is strong, it's essential to ask yourself what you could achieve with the proceeds from a current $1 million sale, rather than speculating about a hypothetical $2 million valuation in the distant future. When your business faces unexpected challenges, it might seem like your only options are to sell or persist until circumstances force closure. However, there's a third, perpetually available choice: harness your resilience and embrace creativity. Seek opportunities to adapt your offerings to evolving market needs rather than succumbing to closure. Identifying where you're falling short in connecting with customers can lead you to discover a new niche, while recognizing unmet client needs can pave the way for innovative offerings. Launching or transforming a business opens the door to transformative possibilities. Take bold yet calculated steps, safeguard your stability, and let prudent entrepreneurship drive your Great Reset. Chapter 6: Building a Sustainable Great Money Reset for the Long Haul. You might not currently envision a great money reset in your future, but life has a way of surprising us. A sudden workplace shakeup can leave you yearning for early retirement, or a health scare can remind you of life's finite nature, pushing you to pursue dreams like motorcycling around Vietnam sooner rather than later. It's a wise move to start planning for the possibility of a reset now. By doing so, you'll avoid the scramble to figure it out at the 11th hour. Ideally, your financial planning for a potential career or life change should commence 5 to 10 years in advance. Project your future spending requirements and use this projection to establish a savings target. Within your planning, account for worst-case scenarios, arrange for wills, life insurance, and disability insurance. While we hope these safeguards won't be needed, remember that skipping them isn't a form of savings, it's jeopardizing your family's well-being. Allocate time to prepare emotionally, not just financially. Substantial changes take root when they originate from within, following introspection. Additionally, don't feel pressured to make everything happen all at once. Attempting to enact sweeping transformations in a rush is a recipe for overwhelm and burnout. Scaffold your reset by implementing small, incremental changes in your life and thought patterns over time. Gradually, these subtle shifts will forge new neural pathways that support more significant changes. It's important to remember that your great money reset isn't fundamentally about money itself, it's about reevaluating and reshaping your life. Money serves as the means to facilitate this transformation. Life is undeniably short, so don't let fear deter you. With prudent planning and self-reflection, you can transform even an unexpected reset into a remarkable opportunity. Summary. Regardless of your current financial situation, it's entirely feasible to attain your dream life while preserving your financial stability. By implementing enduring and well-thought-out adjustments to your lifestyle, you can confidently take the courageous step toward a future that is not only more fulfilling but also aligned with your true self. This audiobook summary was brought to you by Janky Mind. We hope you enjoyed it.